I'm Eamon Moran, Inspector at the Victorian Inspectorate. The Victorian Inspectorate has tabled in Parliament a special report titled Investigation of Unauthorised Disclosures by an Integrity Officer. This report is about a person who was employed in January 2022 as a senior investigator at the Victorian Office of the Special Investigator, the OSI for short. That office was set up following a Royal Commission to investigate potential criminal conduct arising out of the use by Victoria Police of a lawyer as a human source. Clearly, in working there, you would have access to quite a deal of sensitive information. All OSI officers were informed on their induction to the OSI of their obligation not to disclose information received in the course of their work, unless authorised or required by law to do so. On top of that, at the beginning of their employment, they took an oath or made an affirmation that they would comply with that obligation. However, through an investigation conducted by it, the Victorian Inspectorate has found that a senior OSI investigator, whom we refer to in this report by their initials JB, in or around July 2023, disclosed without authorisation to a reporter from the Herald Sun information that came to their knowledge through their work as an OSI officer. Some of that information ended up being included in an article published by the Herald Sun on 11th of July 2023, in another one published on the 17th of July 2023. The articles attributed information in them to OSI whistleblowers. The articles had the potential to cause reputational damage to persons named in them, as well as to those who had worked at the OSI and might be thought to be the source of the leak. Through the investigation, the Victorian Inspectorate also obtained text messages between JB and two different friends. With one friend, JB confirmed that information in the 11th of July 2023 newspaper article was, in their words, all true. And with the other friend, they expressed an opinion which, given their role at the OSI, the friend may have assumed would have had a basis in fact. It is important that integrity officers are cautious about what they say to anyone. Simply confirming information in a newspaper article may in itself be an unauthorised disclosure. There are, of course, various lawful ways in which official information can be disclosed, including through Victoria's Public Interest Disclosure Scheme. However, that scheme was not used here. We are publishing this report as a warning to all working in the integrity system not to leak official information to the media and to be careful with what they say to friends, and indeed to anyone with no right to the information. Doing so will have consequences. The report includes two recommendations to the Attorney General. One is to distribute a copy of the report to former OSI staff members to remind them of their ongoing non-disclosure obligations. The second relates to ensuring that the rules about the use of self-incriminating evidence operate uniformly across legislation establishing integrity agencies oversighted by the Victorian Inspectorate. You will find a copy of the report on our website. I encourage all integrity officers to read it.